Welcome back. You're listening to the Crypto Curious podcast. Time now for our short, sharp news bites brought to you by the Bamboo app. I think I'll let Blake go first because he mentioned this story during the week about the Bybit hackers.
The Bybit hackers laundered 499,000 Ethereum in just 10 days. So the hackers that exploited Bybit have used THORChain, which is a swaps platform and a blockchain, to launder their money and swap it into other assets. And that just really surprised me how much liquidity there is there. And THORChain generated $5.5 million in fees as a result of that. So there's been a bit of a call to THORChain to provide these funds back to the Bybit and the affected customers, which I think opens a massive can of worms if the DeFi protocols become expected to give this revenues back.
Setting precedent.
Yeah, what do you guys think about this? Is it the right thing to do? Should they give the cash back, the fees that they generated from stolen funds?
I mean, look, I think it's going to come down to them personally. They might give a nominal fee but they can't give everyone's fund back. So is my opinion here. Because who are they going to return it to?
To Bybit.
Yeah, but who are Bybit going to return those fees to?
They've covered it off their balance sheet.
Done. I think there should be give it to Zach.
Well, Ben from Bybit, they published all the addresses and they even made a public call for decentralized platforms to blacklist these addresses. So the fact that THORChain didn't do that, it seems it's either lazy or it's lax, or I'm not quite sure. But yeah, that's a crazy amount of money to put through in 10 days.
Maybe not great PR for THORChain. Okay, what's up next, Craig David?
Yeah, Trey. So Kraken is eyeing a 2026 IPO as the regulatory climate shifts in the US. So we've only had one of these in the past, which is, of course, Coinbase in 2021. Now, Kraken, which is also a US-based exchange and one of the OGs, have been around, probably one of the longest serving exchanges and trustworthy in the market. Yeah, they're looking to IPO. So that's a huge change in stance of what they've had a few years ago. I know they had an SEC lawsuit that they were figuring out, but now they're looking to launch on the stock exchange. So let's see how they perform.
Up next, SBF or Sam Bankman-Fried. He had an appearance on Tucker Carlson's podcast this week. Very interesting. I actually saw it and I thought it was not real, but yes. So he jumped on there apparently without permission of the prison as well, and if rumours are true, he got sent to solitary confinement after because he said some things he shouldn't have. But what he did say, in a nutshell, it went for a couple of hours as well, so he said a lot. So have a look at that if you'd like to. We'll put the show notes below. But he said that the Republican Party, who he did donate a lot of money to, was part of his downfall for some reason. He also said that Gary Gensler was also part of the problem. So he blamed those guys for all of his woes. And he went on to talk about life in jail and how things were going.
And he's bunked up with Diddy.
Apparently.
That is just hilarious and so crazy.
Yeah. I don't know about the quality of the water in jail too, because his hair was very flat. He's obviously not paying for any shampoo and conditioner in there, but yeah, it was interesting.
And, I think I saw a snippet there sort of talking about how if they allowed the market to recover, there would have been tens of billions of dollars of surplus, but the liquidators sold massive amounts of crypto and assets at huge discounts. A little bit conspiratorial, but to groups that bought these assets at, potentially 80, 90% below current market value, which is wild.
His parents are still talking to Trump's folks about getting him a pardon at the same time.
I don't think that's going to happen.
No, I don't either. But it was definitely clear he was playing for that in the interview.
Just from what you mentioned, Blake, I feel like he maybe signed the whole bankruptcy thing a bit too early, because some of his AI investments that the FTX Ventures made went completely gangbusters and they would have made more than enough to pay customers back. Crazy. If he gets a pardon, I think that's going to be really bad PR for Trump, and I can't see that happening.
What's up next, Blake?
All right, Ethena Labs, which has a stable coin that they create that's become wildly popular in the DeFi ecosystem, has surpassed $300 million in revenue, becoming top 5 DeFi protocols by total value locked. They're making an average of $50 million a month, which is huge, and reaching $6 billion in their stable coin, which is also pretty big. So these guys are just going strength to strength. I saw something the other day that they're working with some of the largest financial institutions like BlackRock to create new products. We reported a little while ago that they're creating a stablecoin just for Telegram, which has hundreds of millions of monthly users. And this project is just going to strength to strength. It's going to be a DeFi boss, really.
Yeah, it's awesome. What else, Craig?
I got an interesting one. The Reddit co-founder is eyeing a TikTok buyout with blockchain integration. So the co-founder has expressed interest in acquiring TikTok and putting it on chain, which is part of this broader Project Liberty initiative, which is a group that is advocating for the decentralized takeover of the social media giant. It's being dubbed as the people's bid. Now, this would be so fun to talk about and see what happens, because TikTok has obviously come under scrutiny with data provisions, with gaming, with payments. And it would be such an interesting case study if this actually went through and how TikTok could potentially bring all of that on chain. But I will say it is on Frequency, which is a blockchain built on Polkadot, which is a name I haven't heard in a few years.
Poker who?
Polkadot what? So I guess we just wait and see if this goes through, but this would be very interesting to speculate if it does.
Yeah, that is very cool. Him and his wife are kicking goals. I think Serena's buying a women's basketball team. So there you go. And look, I'll give you some cool numbers in the next one. Only 4% of the world's population holds Bitcoin. This has come out in a 2025 report.
Bitcoin or crypto?
Well, it says Bitcoin
Okay.
in this report, which is probably quite high in the early stage of adoption that we're in, considering how volatile things are. Would you think that's high?
I think that's high.
I'd say that's low.
Okay. 14% of individuals own Bitcoin in Africa. It's very, very high. Okay, interesting. And on that too, I wanted to quickly talk about Sui as well as a surge.
So Sui is a layer 1 blockchain, ultra fast, an Ethereum killer, a Solana killer, an AVAX killer, Polkadot killer. What else is going to kill, Tracy?
Oh, I don't know. It's killing everyone else in the charts at the moment because it's one of the only ones in the green. I think, what was the World Liberty Finance announced this week? Yes, that they were in partnership and it saw a big jump, 10% on that news, and it's doing relatively well. So it's not all doom and gloom in the markets with Sui surging on that news this week.
It's pretty down only right now. It's down 7% just quietly.
Captain
I
Positive.
was just about to say that. You took the words right out of my mouth.
Just
Captain
quietly.
Positive. Okay.
Okay, guys, funny one. So FIFA were at this crypto asset summit meeting for some reason. They had a trophy there. Trump was very bullish on FIFA. He said, it's a beautiful trophy. It's amazing. It's right here at home. And the president, Gianni Infantino, has spruiked the idea of a FIFA coin. And Trump said, Trump's very bullish on it. As he said, it's going to go up. It's going to be more. It's going to be worth more than FIFA itself. As Tracy mentioned, FIFA World Cup will be in America next year, and Trump will be presenting the World Cup trophy to the winner, which will be very memeable when that happens.
And since then, in fact, in the news yesterday, FIFA came out and said they are now considering doing a proper FIFA coin, because on that news, some speculative FIFA coin that was already out went up to, I think, 300 million or something.
We don't need more coins.
We don't need any coins, no, but FIFA is apparently considering it. So there you go. And on that news, we will, I think, finish the show. Any other parting bits of news?
We have a Stanley crypto event in a
Yes.
couple of weeks here in Western Australia. If you are on the West Coast, please come join us. We'll leave the information in the show notes.
Come along. Come and chat with us on Wednesday the 26th, I think it is. So, yeah, we'll put some more details in the show notes. But again, thanks for joining us, folks. There is lots of information always in our Facebook group. You can also join our Instagram page. Please make sure that you hit the subscribe button wherever you're listening to us now. If you'd like to DCA into the crypto world, take a look at the Bamboo app. You can use the code CURIOUS and get yourself $10 of free Bitcoin. There will be a link in the show notes below. And that's it for this week. We'll see you next week. Bye for now.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.